Well, let's talk about a phone call. Just one call that has the power to cost you absolutely everything. But here's the good news. By the end of this, you're going to have a defense plan that pretty much makes you bulletproof. So let's jump right in. Take a look at this number, $126 million. That's how much people lost to Social Security scams in 2023 alone. Now, that's not just some statistic, right? That's people's life savings, their retirement, their security, just gone, all because of a phone call. And this quote from the Federal Trade Commission, it hits the nail on the head. This is exactly how they do it. It starts with your phone ringing on a totally normal day. But that voice on the other end is a professional, an expert at injecting pure panic and urgency straight into your system, making it almost impossible to think straight.
So you have to wonder, why you? Why are they so obsessed with Social Security? Well, it is anything but random. These scammers have a very specific playbook, and you might be surprised at what puts you right at the top of their list.
And here's the really cruel part. The very things that make you a good person are what these criminals see as an opening. You've worked your whole life, you've got a nest egg, maybe you own your home. You were probably raised to be polite on the phone, to be trusting, and they weaponize that politeness. They know your benefits are a lifeline, and they use that to create absolute terror. So let's get one thing crystal clear right here, right now. If you have ever been tricked by one of these calls, or even just felt that moment of panic and confusion, it is not your fault. These aren't amateurs. They are professional manipulators running incredibly sophisticated operations. Any shame you might feel is exactly what they're counting on to keep you quiet. We are done with that shame, starting today.
To do that, we have to understand their game plan. So, let's pull back the curtain and see how a modern scam really works. Because it's so much more than a simple phone call, it's a full-on psychological attack.
It all starts with a piece of technology called spoofing. And honestly, this is the key to their entire deception. All it means is they can fake the number that shows up on your caller ID. So the call might look like it's coming from the Social Security Administration, or the FBI, or even your local police department, when it's not. And this shows you the disconnect perfectly. Your phone is telling you it's an official call, but the reality? It's a criminal in a call center, very often thousands of miles away in another country. So what's the big takeaway here? You can't trust your caller ID anymore, period. Oh, but they don't stop there. Not even close. They build an entire fake world to back up their lies. They'll send you emails with what looks like official government letterhead. Some have even faked letters from the U.S. Supreme Court. They'll find the names of real employees and send you pictures of phony ID badges to prove who they are. It is a full-scale assault designed to destroy your defenses. Okay, so now that we've seen their tricks, let's build our defense. This right here is your official checklist of red flags. If you hear or see even one of these things, the conversation is over. You're done.
And these are the absolute rock-solid rules. The real government will never, and I mean never, do these things. There are no exceptions. You need to burn this list into your memory. First and foremost, they will never threaten you. They will not threaten you with arrest. They will never say your Social Security number is suspended. That's literally not a thing that can happen. They will absolutely never tell you to keep the call a secret from your family. That's a classic trick to isolate you. And they for sure will never ask you to pay a fee to get a cost of living increase you're already entitled to.
And just as important as the words they use is how they ask you to pay. This is another gigantic flashing red light. You know, the U.S. government just does not do business with gift cards. Can you imagine? They will never ask you to pay for anything with cryptocurrency or a wire transfer or by literally mailing them cash. These are the tools of a criminal because they are fast, they are untraceable, and they are impossible to get back. The second you hear the words gift card, you know you are talking to a crook. All right, so you've spotted the red flags, the scammers on the line. What do you do in that split second? Here is your simple three-step plan to take all the power back. Step 1 is the most powerful thing you can do. Hang up. That's it. Don't argue, don't say another word, just end the conversation. Step 2, verify. If you feel even a tiny bit of doubt, check it out for yourself. Call the real Social Security Administration at 1-800-772-1213. Never ever use a phone number a suspicious caller gives you. And finally, step 3, report it. Go to oigssa.gov/report. This is so important because you're not just helping yourself, you're giving the good guys the data they need to track these criminals down.
You see, when you report them, you stop being a target and you become something else entirely. You become a guardian for your whole community.
Scammers absolutely thrive in silence and isolation. That's their whole game. So you know what the best weapon against them is? Talking about it. Share what you learned here. Talk to your family, your friends, your neighbors. Think of this knowledge like turning on all the lights in a dark room. It's the best way to make these crooks scatter.
And now, let's really turn the tables on them. What's the wildest, most ridiculous scam call you've ever gotten? Share that story in the comments below. Let's build a giant public library of all their sneaky tactics so the next time that phone rings, our whole community is ready for them.